Hello and welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe, sponsored by Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. I'm Kimberly Crow, your host and the creator of the Facebook community Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, a community by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, helping entrepreneurs and experts get their business to the next level. Come join the community at www.entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/Facebook and join the conversation. Today, I'm going to interview Dr. Ali Lankerani, also known as the Parent Whisperer. Dr. L is an expert in human potential, and we're super glad to have you here with us, Dr. L. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe.
Thank you, Kimberly. I'm very happy and honored to be here. I'm excited.
You've been here before. I'm super glad to have you back.
Yes.
I'd love for you to talk a little bit this time about human potential and the brain and how it actually is one of the most powerful ways for us to be able to conduct our business and make sure that we can optimize our humanity and human potential.
Absolutely. When it comes to entrepreneurs, a lot of times what I see is that they're really pushing themselves. They're service oriented. They want to give. And in that process of giving, they forget the tool that they have that allows them to go ahead and give, which is themselves, their body, their skills. So oftentimes when the resources are limited, when time is limited, what happens is the first thing that gets sacrificed is themselves, their resources, their body. And as a result, what ends up happening is they're making that tool more dull. And that's not a sustainable thing. If we want to have sustainability on the planet, if we want to have sustainability in our environment, in our life, then we want to make sure that we have a lifestyle that is sustainable. And if you want to show up to life and share our message and our gifts with the world, we want to make sure that we do it for a very long time and we reach as many people and impact as many lives as possible. And we can't do that without being present and optimize your life and your potential first. So rather than hacking through this system of trying to get around your body and what it's supposed to do, it would be much better to be able to work with your body to go ahead and bring the desired results.
I like that very much. And I can see how that would work. I think entrepreneurs, sometimes they're very heart-centered and they're trying to help everybody else first and they forget about themselves. And part of your methodology is to take care of yourself nutritionally and make sure you have proper rest. And can you talk a little bit about that and how you can show up as it's sort of like put your mask on first before you assist others? Is that right?
Absolutely. I mean, you understand that I'm a clinical neuroscientist. I'm biased. We got to start with the brain, right? So if you want to take control of your life, you have to have control of your body. If you want to have control of your body, the organ that controls the function of everything else in your body becomes pretty important. That happens to be the brain. Lucky enough for me, I actually am making that. But in order to control the function of your brain and to be able to ask it to perform something, we need to support it first. And there are some foundational pieces that need to go into supporting the brain. Those foundational pieces happen to be your nutrition, your rest, the amount of oxygen that you take in and you deliver to your tissues, as well as the proper stimulation that goes into connecting the different nerve centers and the brain to the body as well.
And proper stimulation can be that's the exercise component, is that right?
I usually say that exercise is the most powerful way to stimulate your brain, because not only are you moving in space and in gravity, but you're also bringing in all these other senses. Think of the act of dancing, for instance. You're listening, you're maybe looking at your partner and checking out the room. Your joints are telling you where you are in space and you're moving with the rhythm. And all of those senses are coming together. So the deeper parts of your brain have to synchronize and coordinate all these different brain centers. So when you go through your day-to-day activities, what do we need? We need to be able to prioritize. We need to know what we stand for, what we stand against. And we need to incorporate many skills, memories, and things that we have and how we connect our mind with our body to actually achieve those goals. So that coordination is very important. And you get that through the exercise. Most people think exercise is for building muscle, but it's actually for connecting your mind and your body together.
So my mother is over 80 now and was taking Tai Chi because of balance. Is that something that you would recommend?
Yes, actually, this is a very interesting story since you brought up Tai Chi, because as a child that grew up with ADHD, before there was a diagnosis of ADHD, I was not always connected to my body in a way that I wasn't even aware of. And then it wasn't until I started taking Chinese martial arts and I actually did Tai Chi when I was from 16 to 18 years of age, that all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, I can be inside my body. I feel what it feels like to be inside my body. That's a feeling I've never had before. And that feeling of connectedness allowed me to center myself, allowed me to figure out what I stand for, what I stand against, and what I like to do in life, choose a career, those types of things. So we know that children who have a stronger sense of identity are less likely to be bullied, more likely to step up and become leaders. So yes, Tai Chi is definitely a good way.
Very powerful. All right, so if we want to work with you directly, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
Well, we have many different ways. We have the Facebook groups, Food and Fitness 101, and we also have it for the family and community building, the Partnership and Parenting 101 public Facebook groups that you can join us. You can reach me directly at drl@rolemodelmaker.com if you wish to contact me directly. Our website is called rolemodelmaker.com. That's where you can see some of our programs. And at this moment, we are actually launching our summit, which is coming up pretty fast. It's called Health, Wealth, and Wisdom Summit, the Parents Edition. So it's a global event from 17 different time zones, and we look forward to having you there and show you the many different ways that you can serve your family, your loved ones, and yourself in your health, your wealth, and also how you show up.
Fantastic. All right. Well, this was another episode of Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. Before we let you go, Dr. Al, any final words for our crew?
My key phrase to go to is optimize your brain, and you can optimize humanity's potential.
Very nicely said. All right, that's it for another episode of the Entrepreneurs Experts Cafe, where we interview entrepreneurs of all kinds and bringing their expertise out to you in the world. I'm Kimberly Crow. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.